Hello everyone. In today's video I am going to show how to capture an event from a button in Java using the action listener from the swing class, and also I am also going to show how to make the code shorter and clearer using lambdas or the functional lambdas. So here I am going to import our class files from the javax.swing. We will use the J button, and also we will be needing the J frame that under the swing and G frame, and also in this project we will be needing the event queue, action listener, and from the AWT or the abstract window toolkit. So let's just import the java.awt.event and then the action event, and import also the action listener java.awt.event.action listener. So these are the import files we need for now. We will add additional later on along the way. So here we are going to declare let's delete this first, a runnable interface. Runnable, we call this one as runner, and then equals new runnable, then the body. So here under this one we can declare our we can access the method of our runnable interface. So public void and then the run method, and inside this we can declare our object instances of the J button and G frame. So we can declare G frame, and then we can call this frame as frame, and then equals new G frame, and then we will add our title for our G frame as my frame. And then so now that we have this, we can add the default close operation, set default close operation, and then we will set the G frame to exit on close, and then frame dot set visible to true, and then frame dot set, let us put sizes. So let's make it 300 by 300. So at this point we can now see the G frame, but it has nothing on it inside, but we need the event queue dot invoke later, and we'll pass our runner variable here, or instance of the runnable interface, as argument of our invoke later method. So at this point we can now see the empty G frame, which is nothing inside, no button. Now we can add the button here by creating an instance of a J button. So J button button 1, for example, equals new J button, and then we call this one as I am a button, click me. So we can add this button into our G frame now by frame dot add component and then button 1, and then we can set the location of this button to border layout dot, because we need to import the border layout class file, and then dot we set this to north, and then now we can now see the button, but this button does nothing. So our frame now has a button above, but once you click the button, nothing is happening. So we can add an action listener on this button and capture the event that is happening when we click the button. So we can do this by making an action listener equals listener, that's new action listener, and then body, and then inside this we will call the method, the built-in method of the action listener, which is public void the action performed, and then the body, and we will pass here the parameter for our action performed, the action event, and we will call the event as event, and then we will pass a message here, and then we will say I was click. So this is our action listener. This will be triggered when we click the button 1, but in order to do that we will need to add our action listener to the button. So button 1 dot add action listener, and we will pass this action listener instance into the parameter or argument of our add action listener method. Now that we have this, we can now capture the event that is happening once we click the button. So here, if I'm going to click the button, I am a button, so it is showing here I was click. So you can click however you want and the message is still the same. So this sample only shows that we can capture the event of a button using the implementation of our action listener. Now there is another way to make the code clearer and shorter. So we will use the functional lambdas. So functional lambdas is implemented by runnable. We call also this one as runner, then equals to the arrow and then the body, and inside our runnable or runner class we will pass this one, copy. So we have the frame, and the button. We don't need this one anymore. And then also we can declare a what's this action listener here. So action listener, and then we will call this also as listener, and then equals, and then our arrow operator, and then the body. So we will not be needing this anymore. We just need to copy our argument here and pass inside parentheses, and also our message, and we can now delete this one and this one, and this we can copy this one and put inside our lambdas, and we don't need this one. No, we need that one, and this one also. Now we don't need this one, so we can delete this also, and then delete the extra space. Okay, so now we have a shorter code. This makes the code clearer because it removes the extra lines of codes using our runnable functional interface. So let's try to run this one, and obviously this will produce the same result as the code before. So click run, and then click the button. So the same event and the same output is shown here by using a different style of coding using the lambdas. So this is just a short video, guys, so thank you for watching.